Hey folks, it's John with KGTropicals.com. One of the downsides of using a phone for doing videos is that every single time you start trying to make a video, somebody calls or texts or emails. So I had to switch the phone to airplane mode, and now we can proceed with this video here. Got a lot of really cool stuff to show you in a shipment that we got in yesterday. I wanted to start off back here in this hidden away little corner because we haven't talked about this very much, and we've got some new stuff back here that I wanted to show you. First of all, up here, this is a reserve tank of electric blue Johannes and Aratus. We had kind of the supplier was doing a special on them. We bought a whole bunch of them a while back, and we stuck kind of the overflow of them back here. But then down here, we got yesterday some orange collar peacocks and orange cap haps. These are the Nyasachromis prostoma orange caps. They're looking really cool, still settling in from yesterday, but that's a really cool looking hap. I like the shape of them, and they're starting to color up really nice. And these are all males. Everything in this tank is males, so that's really cool. That's what everybody wants. And I wanted to show you this because yes, we finally got it up and running. 60, well, it's not 60 yet, but it's going to be 60 20-gallon longs that are running. And what we've done is we've stuck Jack Dempsey's in all of them, and it looks dirty, and that's because it is. What Lisa did is she came through and squeezed out sponge filters from the other tanks, and you know, got these tanks all good and dirty. And we actually took the sponge filters from our other tanks and brought them over to these tanks, squeezed them out into the tanks, and so that's what made things all dirty and looking really nasty. But we're trying to cycle these up really fast, and it's working well. We're not having any problems with the jacks. We had a friend bring over, he's a Jack Dempsey breeder, and he brought these over one day, and he said, John, if you don't take these fish, I'm going to flush them all. So we took them all, and we actually had them in that 75, about 100 of them, and we saved them for this purpose here of putting them in these tanks to help to cycle the tanks. So it's a work in progress. The tanks are a little bit dirty, you know, but it is what it is. And we've got, we're gonna have 60 of them running. So there they are, they're finally running. That is what was making all that noise while I was back there, was all the bubbles from there. If you're wondering about why the water level is so low on those, it's for two reasons. One, there's no lids. We don't want the fish jumping from tank to tank. And two, they all do have the overflows in them. If you look back there, you see that strainer sticking up, that pipe sticking up. We have to keep the water below those strainers, so that's why the water's so low on there. It's not because we got lazy and didn't feel like filling them up. So really excited to add all of those tanks. It's a really big deal. We've got a lot of shipments coming in, and it's going to be perfect because we need the space. So here we go. The larger Venustus, and they're in here with some Rhodocii. I absolutely adore Rhodocii. If you want to see a good example of a big Rhodocii male, there you are, right there. That guy right there. He is gorgeous. His name, shocker, his name is Rhodey. He's about 7 inches. He is a looker. Love that guy. That is what the Rhodocii will look like when it gets big. These are all males here. They're smaller, so it's going to take them a little bit of time to color up like Rhodey is, but when they do, that's a gorgeous fish. So down here is our red collar peacocks with the dolphins. Everybody loves the dolphins. Gotta love them. 240, dirty as usual, but take a look at that background, would you? Yeah. Look, I mean, I'm a salesperson for Universal Rocks. Enter Tank Talk at universalrocks.com, get a 15% discount. Had to throw that in there. Now, looky here. Let the camera focus a little bit here. We put some fish in the 150. It's finally not empty. This is still not Lisa's Mbuna tank yet, but we got a bunch of assorted Mbunas yesterday, and we figured we'd stick them all in there. So put them in here for now. It's going to be a lot of fun when we have to catch fish out of there, but you know, it is what it is. Couple of males up here. Lisa's males. Got a nice little Eureka Red male. $19.99. Give me a break, folks. I mean, that's perfect. And then we got a really cool, hopefully he's not going to be shy, Punamillineri male. Yep, if you like Lake Victorian cichlids, there you go. And that is a homebred fish. We raised him from eggs. So everything else is really dirty, and there's some plecos in there. You probably saw them. I'm going to answer the question. No, I do not ship plecos. They are bag busters, and I don't feel like having wet boxes delivered to your house. All right, so the Chilumba zebras, remember when I showed you these a couple of videos ago, and they were really dark, they weren't really settled in? Well, look at them now. My goodness. We've sold quite a few. We got these because our good friend Michelle Lindsay asked for them. We got them. They've been selling good. Now that they're colored up, they're going to sell even better. White top afras, another one that's been selling a lot, and it's probably because I've been talking about them so much. The males are just absolutely striking. Kenyai, love them. And how about this? This is the, I call them the PS Longwar. I don't know if that's exactly how you say it. Look at those. I mean, with the yellow tail, I mean, that is a cool, cool looking fish right there. First time getting these. Come on, camera. Really excited about them. Something different, something new. Gotta love that. That is the PS Longwar. That is how it's pronounced, L-O-N-G-I-O-R. So, you know, you might say it different than me, I don't know. Bumblebees, blueberries, they're going to be shy. The clown labs, they're back there in a little formation posing. That's a picture right there. We got a bunch more yellowfin mabambas. It used to be that all the yellowfin mabambas that we had were actually homebred, but we ran out of them and we're not breeding them anymore, so had to bring in some more. Johannes, males are the black ones, the females are orange. We got some more of the Nakata orange yesterday. You gotta love these guys. They're just bright orange. If you want bright orange but you don't want the attitude of red zebras, there you go. We got some little tiny jewel spots. We get a lot of people that ask for these, and of course now that we've got them, nobody's gonna ask for them, but we got a bunch of them yesterday. Really excited about that. Snow whites, gotta have snow whites. If we don't have snow whites, we're not gonna make any money. We're not gonna have a business. And this is something really, really cool here. Albino Trewavasi. I call them albino trays. Really, really neat. You know I'm a sucker for albinos. I swear I'm gonna have a tank one day full of nothing but albinos. It will happen. Rusties, Brichardi, Electric Blue Johanni, the Mozambique Elongatus. I'm going to have to make sure, but I think these might have all sold yesterday. A gentleman ordered a few of them last night, and so I don't know how many of those are going to be available, but you'll see it on the website if you're interested in those. The OB Maconde, another one that has become a big seller, and you can look at them and tell why. This video should be entitled Mbuna shipment video, because we got a ton of Mbunas yesterday. Really cool looking stuff. Green Afras. I try to wrestle with the lighting here, but the Afra Yellow Maras, these have been another big seller. And the red top Trewavasi. Very, very cool. Now, let's move over here. Sorry for being jumpy, but I'm trying to walk kind of fast. Cobalt blue zebras and rusties in here, and then albino cobalt zebras. Very, very cool looking fish. Some of them are a little small, a little dinky, but very neat looking. It's almost like a snow white, but they don't have the red eyes. Very, very neat. Demasoni. We all love Demasoni. Albino Aratus. Lisa calls them Uratus. I don't know where she got that from. Red top cobalts in there wrestling. More of the Maconde. Just a few of them in there. But now we've been looking for these for a while and nobody's had them available. Finally got the Lion's Cove in here. Looks very similar to the green Afra and the Afra Yellow Mara. Just a really neat looking fish. Unfortunately, the tank has a lot of water stains on it, so it's hard to see them, but really neat looking. The Zebra Red Top Galilea. That's another one that I don't talk about much, and I should, because they're absolutely gorgeous. And look them up if you really want to see what they should be looking like. They are fantastic. You'll love them. Look them up. Google it. Zebra Red Top Galilea. That's how you spell it. Albino zebras. And then we got a couple of new things in here yesterday. The PS Dactari. Look at that. Yeah, come on, focus. Go on, there you go. That's a cool looking dude right there. Obviously the yellows are going to be the ones that are the males, bright yellow. And then the females are going to be really nice looking, but a little bit dull compared to the males. And then the Elongatus Sunburst. That's another new one for us. Really, really cool. They're being a little bashful. They're settling in. You know, give them a little time. Now we move into the peacocks and haps. Blue orchids, unsexed. Very nice. Some larger unsexed OBs. And I'm going to have to move through these kind of quick. This tank here is our tank. You know it. It has the big monster Taiwan reefs in it, and also a whole batch of male Fuscos. We got these yesterday. Really excited about them. They're about 3.5, 4 inches. So you got an all-male tank. We're ready to send that out for you. Otter Point Jakes. Lemon Jakes. Goodness gracious. There you go. Thank you. Somebody used that for their avatar. Smaller Taiwan reefs. We've got males and females in here. Red top Lawanda's another crowd pleaser, another favorite of many. Why wouldn't it be? Look at that. In here we've got some red cap Lethrinops and Eureka Red Jakes, like that guy right there. Again, all males. The Eureka Reds are all males. The red caps are unsexed. Moving along, unfortunately, you waited too long and there is no more male yellow blaze. Sorry. Don't wait around so long next time. You'll get some. Angara Flametails. Yep. That's what those are right there. The Cape McClear Jakes. These are really neat. Jacob Freiber guy. There's a whole bunch of fish that are Jacob Freiber guy. There's Otter Points, Eureka Red, Lemon Jake, Cape McClears. They're all similar. They all came from different collection points, so they do have little variations in them. The Cape McClears are a little bit more to the yellow side. I really like them a lot. The Quadrimaculatus. Now this is a fish that they're huge, and I get nervous every time I have to ship them, but they're really cool, and we've sold a few of them. And the males are just Goliaths. I mean, they're huge, and they're in there beating each other up. We gotta separate those guys. This tank here, I call these the blue-faced Lundo, but if you want to be all technical, it's the Capitochromis verdunii. I don't know. Verdunii blueface, Lundo Island. I don't know. I mean, I just call them blueface because it's just easier, and I'm not so smart. And they are in here with the redfin borley males. I can't believe that after last week we still have 3 of these redfin borlei males in here, 4 of them. That's a shocker to me. I figured they would all be gone by now. Unsexed Lethrinops intermedius. Hard to find those fish. The orange-sided borlei, yes indeed, that is what that is. And that's not the same one I showed in the video last week. That is the 3rd male that colored up once the big one went out. Now I want to show you something new. This is something we got yesterday, and I am absolutely bonkers over this fish. Look at that. This is the Capitochromis virginialis yellow blaze. Now they're in here with Alis, with electric blue Alis. We all know about those. They're gorgeous. But look at these. Look at that. I have been begging. We only got 4 of these. I've been begging Lisa to let me keep one of these. I have never seen this fish before. Lisa surprised me with them. She knows that I like fish that are kind of an odd shape. Very, very cool, very neat looking fish. It's kind of like, it's almost like a Calvis, kinda. It has that scoop to the head. The first time I saw him, I said, that looks like a gourami. But what a cool looking fish right there. Lisa put it up on Instagram last night, and Instagram just went bananas over those things, and I can see why. They're absolutely beautiful. I might be able to convince Lisa to let me keep one of those for the 240. But anyway, let's move on. Regal Blues, males, females, just like that. We've got unsexed bicolors, but you can't see them. Our update on our yellow blaze fry. Yes, there they are. Hi, guys. And an unbelievable batch of bicolor 500 males. Hello. Yep. Don't look at that price, because that's not what those males are. What those males cost. But yeah, we've got a whole slew of very, very nice bicolor 500 peacocks. Big, big seller. And we've actually got them in a smaller size over here too, that I'll show you in a second. German reds, you gotta love them. German red males, females. Come on, light. Oh yeah, you are welcome. And then down here, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research, but these are what our supplier calls Regina Red Jake peacocks. That's a new one for me, but I'm going to tell you, I took one last night. I took one and I put him in my 75-gallon studio tank at home because he was absolutely gorgeous, and he's fitting in quite nicely. Unsexed redfin borlei. In here is the Capitochromis azuris. They're settling in, kinda, but they're looking nice. Males, females, we got them both. They're in there with a Christie eye. This tank desperately needs a water change. We only have one more male sunshine right there in all his glory, and we've got females in here too. If you want to start a breeding colony, we got you covered. And then we're going to move on to some of the smaller fish. We've got some teeny tiny red empress. And here is that smaller bicolor male I was talking to you about. $20 cheaper than the other ones, but he is still gorgeous. He's about 3.5 inches. I mean, what else am I supposed to say? That's just a gorgeous fish there. Eureka Reds. We've got this Lemon Jake male. He got a little abused in the Lemon Jake tank over there, so we're going to have to heal him up a little bit before he's going to be ready to go. And another, can't get him to move. This is one of the Quadrimaculatus. Really cool looking guy, but he's just, I don't know what his deal is. He's not sick or anything. He was just chasing the other fish around, so I moved him back here by himself. Oh, and a small male Taiwan reef. Yep, there he is. Now, this guy here is one of the Chrysonotus males. He's big. He's not on punishment or anything. He's in here because we needed the tank, and he was in a big tank by himself. I'm going to do this really quick here. Deep water haps, unsexed, very nice. The Bucocrotus spectabilis, we sold 4 of those to Patrick Lindsay, shocker. Red-cap Lethrinops, smaller, unsexed, cheaper. These are Johannes that are not for sale because they are homebred and they're not for sale yet. In D-Way Fire Haps, unsexed flavescents. We've got all of this stuff, folks. We've got everything you need. You set your African cichlid tank up right now. Red Empress, male, smaller Venustus, smaller red top Lawandas, smaller Sunshine Bangas. I mean, really, what more do you need? We got everything for you. Go on www.KGTropicals.com. I am going to start the Tank Talk promotion again this week. It will run for a week. Enter Tank Talk in the promo code box at checkout. Get a 10% discount on your fish order. That excludes shipping, but 10% off on some of these fish is a really good deal. So definitely get on there and do that. Don't forget to check out universalrocks.com. 15% discount on your background order or your decorative rock order when you put Tank Talk in the promo code box at checkout. People have been doing it. Universal Rocks is emailing me saying, hey, we're getting the orders. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for watching this video. And we will see you on, what, Tuesday for the podcast.